In this video, I want to show you how to take the volume of regularly and irregularly shaped objects. Regularly shaped objects are like this cube and like this block right here. And for each one of these, we need to find the length, the width, and the height, because we need to fill out this equation. Length times the width, W, times the height. And that will give us the volume for this type of object. You need a metric ruler in order to do this. When looking at a block, do not worry about which is the length, which is the width, and which is the height. You just need to pick three. What I suggest you do is you just leave it flat, and while it's flat, you pick this one to be the width, and this going back to be the length, and the height going up and down. So you leave it flat, and you get your metric ruler. You find out which side is metric by seeing if it says metric or centimeters. You put it down and you measure the first side. Now, to be accurate, I actually like to go across the top so I can see. And this one, when I look at it, is about 2.6. And so for our first measurement, I'll write 2.6 centimeters. Our length, I said we're going to go this way, so we'll just go here, and we'll look at it. And this one, it looks about 6.7. And lastly, we need the height, which is the up and down. So I take this and I put it on here, and that looks like 2.5. Notice we have centimeters, centimeters, and centimeters. So now we multiply these together and we calculate our volume. So we'll take out our calculator. We'll enter in these numbers one at a time. And we come up with the number 43.55, and we will round that to the tenths place, since these start at the tenths place. And that is centimeters cubed. So this is our answer here for the volume of this regularly shaped block. To find the volume of an irregularly shaped object, we need to use the liquid displacement method. I have a piece of rock here that we can't find a diameter, there's no length and width and height, so we're going to have to use the liquid displacement method. The piece of equipment you will need to do that is a graduated cylinder. And you first need to learn how to read a graduated cylinder to do this. To read a graduated cylinder, you first need to make sure that it's flat on a surface. You don't pick it up to read it, you leave it flat. And you look at it from the side, and you try to get it as even as you can so you can see that line and where it is. Now, how do we know what it is at? Well, to figure it out, you have to know what the graduations are. And at the top here, we can see that it says plus or minus 5 milliliters. That means each of these graduations or lines is worth 5 milliliters. So when we come down here and look at this, we can see that this big line here is 250. The one above it must be 255. This must be 260. So this graduated cylinder is at 260 milliliters right now. Since I know this is at 260 milliliters, I now know that when I put the rock in and it sinks, the amount that it goes up will be equal to the volume of the rock. So let's try it. So the first thing we'll do is we will put the rock in here. I like to tilt it over so the rock goes in nice and easy without cracking the graduate cylinder. Hopefully not a lot of water will pop out of it. Alright, and it's sunk to the bottom. And now we have to get another reading for what the volume is to see how high up it went. So let's take a look. Oh, look, it's right at 300 it looks like. So it went from 260 up to 300. So this is our start. And this was what it went up to. And that is a difference of 40 milliliters. So that we know that the rock has a volume of approximately 40 milliliters. Okay? And we can only take these up into increments of, 5. So it could be 41, it could be 42, it could be 38. We don't know. It's somewhere plus or minus 5 to 40 milliliters. So that's how you do the liquid displacement method to find the volume of an irregularly shaped object.